Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Vikings of Orlando. On the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete to Naylor. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Naylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's good for an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 7.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's second down and 3. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Vikings offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This one into the hands of Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
second down and 4.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Go. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Orlando first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A pickup of 2.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 3rd and 9. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
And out. 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They run 2 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Herbert.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Again, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jordan Addison as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30-yard line.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Herbert now.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
380. Run.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
This is to Pitts on the quick slam.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He'll try and do this himself. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Herbert changing things up.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown!
Adonai Mitchell from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Eagles. A gain of 21 yards.
Barkley inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
a gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle.
Around the motion man right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. They'll try and run it here.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go on fourth. Herbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 11. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Eagles 1st down. A gain of 29 yards.
Throwing is Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Barkley. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game...
He's got him in, complete. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll bring him down here.